Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ndamoh Mannah house channel here on YouTube. So we are here in Kamabai again, as always, in Sierra Leone, West Africa. And today we thought we'd show you something a bit different of what's been going on. Now, we are about to start the digging on the foundation. I think the fellas are going to come in tomorrow. It's all marked out, and all we got to do is get the manpower. So in the meantime, Ibrahim and his boys, a local fella down in McKinney, the next biggest town south of here, and he digs wells. And these fellas are out here actually doing that this morning. Now, remember the land that we said we purchased behind the property? It's the one with the big hill on it. Right down at the bottom of this hill is the swamp area, and you could actually see it just behind me here. There is planting everywhere. They plant cassava, potatoes, they plant everything and anything, carrots, whatever. It is very wet. It's called the swamp area, and our land butts right up to it. So we were actually quite excited about a week ago when we actually found, I'm going to show it to you here in the background if I can see it. I'm going to take my glasses off because I can barely see it. There it is, right there. That's about a 3-foot well, and it's just not wide enough for someone to actually get down there and actually swing a shovel to dig it. And it's actually on our property. So we thought we were going to be able to use it, but we are not going to be able to do that. So we have had these fellas come out, Ibrahim and the guys, digging this well that's about, I would say, you can actually see the dirt mound up on the top if you look hard enough. Let me turn around. If you look hard enough, right back here, this is the top of the dirt mound where the house is going to be. So we've just walked down and about probably 400 yards into the bush down by the swamp area. And these guys, I'm going to come on around here. I'm going to try and stay out of their way. But these guys are bailing water right now. They've gotten down around 6 feet. There it is. So you can see the size of this. It's about 5.5 to 6 feet wide, and there's a fella down there, and water is coming in there. He can't see what he's doing because the water is just pouring in there. So this is called a shallow well. These are like gold mines here. Whenever you have a water source on your property, like we do here now, it's a godsend, and we're glad we have it. They're doing a good job. The only problem is that he's actually hit a stone, a big rock down at the bottom. I don't know whether you can see it. I'm going to get right over the top of it so you can see what's going on there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to turn the camera off for just a second. I'm going to turn it around, and that way I can get some better shots of the well itself and of the swamp area. So you can walk down around there. So we'll see you in a minute. Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's Craig here. So I've turned the camera around, and I've got it directly onto the swampy area here. This is where the fellas are digging. I'll just bring it around here. They are bailing water. You can see the water there. I'm just going to come right up on it. This fella is definitely doing the job down there. And I think that water's not that terrible cold. It's a bit cool, but it's not like well, it's not too terrible to be. But you can see those big rocks right down in there. And he's having to get around those with pickaxe down there. So you can see the pickaxe that he's got. And he's just trying to bail enough water out of there to try and see what he's doing. And yeah, it's actually quite cool. There it is. We're bailing it out. So this was the original area. I told you about the other small well. This is the one that we thought we were going to be able to use, but you can see that it's only about 3 foot wide, and it's not too terribly bad, but it's got water in it. Yeah, but you just can't get anybody down there to swing anything. So you know, it's so wet down here that, you know, these trees fall over, and this tree is actually still alive because there's water actually coming into some of the roots still. It's quite amazing. They actually were going to put the well right behind that tree right there, but there's so many huge roots in that area that it was just going to make it untenable, and we would lose a day, probably 2 days, trying to dig it all out. So we decided just to take it from there, move it over to there. It's right in the middle of the path from the house site, and yeah, they're doing a good job. They are going to be needing a generator to actually pump the water out of this well. But there you go. He is swinging that axe down there.
He's going through the stone there.
Yep. He's got
maybe not.
the cut up bucket down there, so we could see what he's actually doing. But they need to keep on bailing
and
water.
You can see the water coming through there.
Yeah.
Down there, all
Nice,
over the place.
clear,
Literally
fresh water.
everywhere.
That's why these shallow wells in these areas here are so valuable here. Anytime you find water in such a dry environment, 6 months out of the year, you are hitting gold there. So water is going to be a huge thing. We don't want to worry about the water. We will eventually put a borehole that is going to go down really deep, and that's going to permanently supply the house. So there you go. He's taking it all out with the pickaxe down there. Doing a good job with that thing. You know, pickaxes are dangerous pieces of equipment. It's actually got a nice sharp blade on the top. You don't want to be swinging it around and hitting it around your head. I wish he would actually put on his hard hat, but he's using it to bail water. But there you go.
Well, it is provided.
It is provided, yes. We always provide safety equipment whenever we can. And we don't want anybody getting hurt here. He's going to try and clear this out here. Clear it out. These guys are hard workers here in this country. I wish everywhere in the world they had the kind of attitude and work ethic that these guys do. It would make things a heck of a lot easier and you get a lot more done. So that is what is going on there. We thought we'd show it to you because that is going to be a big part of the build. So when we get the foundation dug down in there in the next 2 days, we are going to be needing water for concrete to mix it all up with all the sand, and you can see how much stone is actually taken out of the bottom. Luckily, it's not granite stone. If this was the granite stone, like the big stones that were up on the top, they wouldn't be going anywhere with those. Yeah, because those would be almost undoable, you know, down that deep. Just to lift them up, and the sheer weight of the granite stone would prohibit it. So, he's got another big rock there. Burning in the bucket, be careful. So Miss Hulai is out here with us. Hello, Miss Hulai. Yeah,
Hi.
she hasn't said much, but we're going to make a video here shortly. Just the two of us. We're going to sit down and talk about why we are here, why we are doing what we're doing, and you'll get to know both of us through that video. That's going to be coming up soon, so watch out for that. So I'm going to leave you with a picture of the swamp area, and if we could actually purchase this area on the other side of this dirt mound. So it's right out that way. If we could actually purchase that and it goes out and across the back of the property, that would be ideal, that we can actually come down here and get all this nice mineral enriched soil that everything actually grows. This is what we need. We don't need the orange stuff that's on the top. That is just what we found actually digging down 6.5 feet. But you can see the people always out here tending to the vegetables out there, and we can come down here and just dig out all of the soil that we need to bring it up to the top of the site and do the planting. And that's where the real transformation happens, when it starts turning green. It's so stark right now, nothing on top of it, and it looks barren. I have to admit, but it is not going to look like that. In 2 years, you are not going to recognize that property as the same property. So this is all we're doing. We're trying to get the house up, and that's a beautiful shot of the swamp area and the back of the hills in the back. So for all of us here at the Ndamoh Mannah House channel, we appreciate you always being here. Remember to always subscribe, hit the bell to make sure you get notifications, like and share these videos around to people that might be interested in a couple of people from America and England trying to live off-grid in a West African small village and try and make a go of it. So for all of us, we'll take care, and we'll see you later. Bye. This is what we have this morning. It's been left. We're about to start digging here again. We got the generator, the fellows are out. So there's the water. That's looking pretty good. You can see us. Oh, there's our. That's looking pretty good. They're gonna need to get that rock out down there. But this is really good. Look at how nice and circular this is, because they're gonna come in here with the molds and the iron rods and the concrete, sand and stones, and make a cylinder and then put a cover over this so no one falls in it.
Oh,
so that's a safety thing. So it's not just for humans, it's for the animals also. You know, dark out here, they don't see where they're going, and then we come in here and we see animals in there. That's not good. So that's where we are. We got this nice pulley rig going on here, which is really cool. And people are already out at the wells on the other side over there on the swamp area. So that's where we are. We were curious to see where the water line was, so that's it.